Hello students, a very warm welcome to all of you. Myself, Patel Pravada from Param Guru Pathshala English Medium School, Sarsa. Students, today in this video, I am going to discuss with you the sixth chapter from Standard 6 Science, that is changes around us. And students, in this video, I am going to discuss the types of changes, that is reversible changes and irreversible changes. So students, let's understand the types of changes. Students, in our daily life, we observe many changes around us. For example, changes in weather, occurrence day and night, cooking of food, blooming of flowers, burning of wood, etc. Everything in this universe undergoes a change. There are lots of change we can see around us. But students, have you ever thought that why these changes occur? And every change has a cause. Do you think about that? For example, when we burn a candle, the candle wax melts. We all know that. And here melting of wax is a change. And the burning of the candle is the cause. During a change, there occurs a change in shape, otherwise size, otherwise it can be position of the substance, maybe color, state, internal structure may be changed. Now students, it is very important to know you all that some of the changes occurring around us are natural, and these natural changes are beyond the control of human being. It is beyond of control by us, because these changes occurs naturally. For example, we can say changes of season, which is we can't control that. Then formation of cloud, it is also beyond us. Weathering of rocks, formation of glaciers, flowering in plant, ripening of fruits, and also occurrence of day and night. And we can say also breathing of the heart. So all these example which I am say to you, these all the changes which occurs around us, but it is not controlled by us, it is happen by naturally. So we can say these are the natural changes. On the other hand, we can say some of changes are in our control, and these changes are called human made. They occur due to human effort, that's why it is called human made. We can have put the example like weaving of cloth, then burning of oil, cooking of food, then production of food grains, and dissolving of sugar into water or dissolving of salt into water. These all the changes happen due to the human effort. So we can say that these are the changes are human made. Students, there are large number of changes taken place around us, and it is a continuous process. All the changes are occur around us. We can we can group it into two sections, that is reversible changes and irreversible changes. I will explain to you these two changes by some activity. reversible changes and irreversible changes. This both two changes which occur around us, I will explain to you by some activity. So let's understand this activity one by one. Students, here is your first activity. In this activity we can see a girl blooming a balloon. See what happened here. For this activity we have to take a balloon first and blow it. Take care that it does not burst. We have to take notice about that. Then we can see that the shape of the balloon change. Basically it is larger than first atom. Now let the air escape from the balloon. Now what can we see? We can see that the balloon came back to its original shape. When we put air to the balloon, we blow the balloon, it changes its shape and it increases its shape. But when we escape the air from the balloon, we can see that the balloon came back to its original shape. Now let's do another activity. You can see in this slide that we have to take a paper and fold it and you can make any kind of toy by this paper. Here we can see an aeroplane. And you may have lots of fun with it, but once you are tired of it, unfold the paper. That's mean I want to say to you that when you want, you can fold the paper and make a toy. But when you don't need to play, then you can unfold the paper again and you can make as it is at its first time it have. A simple paper. Now I have next slide and I have to explain this activity. In this activity we have to take a duff and make a ball and try to roll out a roti. Maybe you are not happy with its shape and wish to change it back. Sometimes mama do that thing in your house. Sometimes if she confused, then she can make it ball again and make again a roti. The thing is that we can roll it again. So now student, think about these three changes which I am saying to you. Like activity 1, 2 and 3, what happened these activities? Was it possible to get the balloon back? Was the size of the paper same as before and after? Or was it possible to get back the ball of duff again? So we have to give answer in yes. In each of these three activities, it is possible to get back the material with which we started this activity. If the answer is yes, that means the changes occurring in three activities in this three activity can be reversed. We can say that in these three activities we can reverse the substance back as it is. So from this activity we can conclude that the change that can be reversed easily by reversing the condition to obtain a substance in its original form is called reversible change. Okay? I repeat, the change that can be reversed, like making a toy plane or making a roti or blowing a balloon, whatever. If this kind of change can be reversed easily by reversing the condition to obtain the substance back in original form, then it is called reversible changes. Now it's time to know about irreversible changes. So for this, I am going to explain some another activity to explain you what is irreversible changes. For this activity, we have to take a balloon and blow it. We can see that it is enlarged its shape and size. Now prick it with a pointed tip of your pencil. Now what happened? If you prick it with a pointed anything substance, like you can take a pin, otherwise safety pin, otherwise needle, otherwise your pencil lead. If you prick the balloon, now then what happened? Stay. Let's do another activity. In this activity, we have to take some piece of paper, same piece of paper, and draw an aeroplane on it. Then cut it the outline of the plane and make a toy plane. Okay. So for this activity, we have to take a paper and draw a plane. Otherwise, anything you can anything toy shape you can draw and just cut its outline, then you can get a toy. In next activity, we have to roll out a roti from the ball of dough again and bake it on a tawa. That means your roti is prepared. In this activity, we have to bake the roti on tawa. Now I asked you again the same question which I am asking you in first, second and third activity. Now it's time to give answer to according to activity 4, 5 and 6. What would your answer? We see that the changes which have occurs in activity 4, 5 and 6 cannot be reversed. Is it right? Just like a balloon, if it is burst, then we cannot get the balloon again. If you cut out a paper, then we can't get the same paper, same sizes of paper again. And if you bake a roti, then you cannot get the dough or roll of dough again. We can say also that if you use a pencil or eraser with repeated use, their shape and size change. Can we reverse this size? Can we get the size as it first time have? No. Then you can see, might be seen a potter working on his wheel, and he shapes a lump of clay into the pot. And then he baked the pot in a oven. Then we get the pitcher to fill up the water. But now the question is, can we get the clay, dough of clay again? So our answer have to no. So some common changes are given which we cannot get the substance, its original shape, size or color or whatever. So this kind of changes are called irreversible changes. The term is the change that cannot be reversed, even by changing the condition to obtain a substance back in its original form, is called an irreversible change. I repeat, the change that cannot be reversed, even you change the condition, but we cannot get the substance back on its original form, then it is called irreversible change. So by this 6th activity we are going to know that some changes are reversible, that is the first 3 changes, and some changes are irreversible, that is last 3 activities. Like this example, we have list of changes around us. From them, some are reversible and some are not reversible. So they are classified into, the changes are classified into 2 sections, reversible and irreversible. Students, here I have a table for you, and in first column we have some changes like raw egg to boiled egg, batter to idli, wheat clothes to dry clothes, woolen yarn to knitted sweater, grains to its flour, cold milk to hot milk, straight string to a coiled string, then bird to flower, milk to paneer, cow dogs to biogas, stretch rubber band to its normal size, then ice cream to molten ice cream. Now you have to fill up the second column, that is can be reversed. If your answer is yes, then write down yes, or if your answer is no, then you can give the answer as no. For example, batter to idli. Now if a batter converted into idli, then we cannot reverse, so our answer should be no. Then wet clothes to dry clothes. So here answer is yes, because if the dry clothes you can wet it again by adding water. So here our answer is yes. So the rest of the example you have to do in yourself. It is your practice table. You have to remember one thing, but during this table, that some changes are reversible and some changes is irreversible, just like cold milk to hot milk. So if you put the hot milk sometime, it may be you can get the cold milk again. So it is very simple. You have to just remember the example, the activities which we have done. Then you can fill this table in yourself. So students, here I finish almost half of the chapter, and in this during this time I want to explain to you the 2 types of changes around us, reversible changes and irreversible changes. The rest of the chapter I will discuss with you in my next video. So students, thank you for joining me and stay with me. Thank you.